Some people seem to effortlessly shape their lives, while others feel trapped in cycles of struggle, doubt, and limitation. The truth is, the universe doesn't play favorites. The laws of energy, thought, and creation apply equally to all of us. And yet, most people never learn how to consciously align themselves with these laws. They chase, they strive, they wish, and still, life feels heavy, random, or unfair. But here's the paradox. The process of manifestation, the process of bringing your desires into reality, is far more simple than we've been led to believe. So simple, in fact, that most of us dismiss it. We overlook it because our minds have been conditioned to search for complexity. We've been taught to trust only in struggle, in effort, in logic. And so the profound truth sits right in front of us, invisible, ignored. Quantum manifestation is not about forcing, controlling, or endlessly affirming. It's about understanding how your consciousness interacts with the quantum field, the infinite sea of possibilities, and learning to live in harmony with it. Once you see this clearly, everything changes. Your desires no longer feel distant or unattainable. Instead, they become natural extensions of who you are. This is not magic. This is not superstition. This is the meeting point of science, psychology, and spirituality, a bridge between the measurable and the mystical. And in this video, we're going to walk across that bridge together. We'll explore why manifestation feels so elusive, why it's actually simple, and why so few people truly practice it. If you're ready to shift the way you see your reality and yourself, then stay with me until the end. What you're about to hear may not just change the way you think, it may change the way you live. Before we begin, if this message resonates with you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon. It helps us grow, but more importantly, it ensures you stay connected to future teachings that might be exactly what you need at the right moment. At the heart of quantum manifestation lies a principle both astonishingly simple and profoundly challenging. Your reality is a mirror of your consciousness. What you consistently think, feel, and believe doesn't just shape your perception of the world, it actually influences the energetic field that reality emerges from. This is not a metaphor. It is a literal interplay between your inner state and the outer circumstances that appear around you. Think of the quantum field as a vast ocean of possibilities. Every potential version of your life already exists in this scene, not as fixed outcomes, but as probabilities waiting to be drawn into form. What determines which probabilities solidify into your lived experience? Your consciousness. Your mind and heart act like tuning instruments, vibrating at certain frequencies, attracting experiences that match those vibrations. Here's where simplicity meets resistance. Most people assume manifestation is about forcing reality to bend to their will. They imagine repeating affirmations, visualizations, or rituals will somehow trick the universe into giving them what they want. But the quantum field does not respond to words alone. It responds to coherence. It responds when your thoughts, emotions, and actions align in harmony, broadcasting a signal that resonates with the outcome you seek. And yet, despite its elegance, most of us struggle. Why? Because we are tangled in unconscious patterns. We carry doubt, fear, and unworthiness like invisible anchors. We may set an intention with our minds, but our emotional body is broadcasting something entirely different. The result: mixed signals, static interference, a life that seems random. The truth is, manifestation is not about adding something to your life. It is about removing the inner contradictions that block the natural flow of creation. When you become clear, when you believe deeply, without resistance, when your heart and mind are united, the quantum field has no choice but to reflect that coherence back to you. This is why it feels so simple. At its essence, yet simplicity does not mean easy. To embody this requires self-awareness, patience, and courage. It means questioning the mental conditioning that tells you life must be difficult, that you are small, that you are separate from the creative power of the universe. When you release those illusions, you don't need to chase your desires anymore. Instead, you become a magnet for them. Reality reorganizes itself around the frequency you are living. The more you understand this, the more you realize manifestation is not about creating the traditional sense. It is about remembering that you are already a creator in every moment, whether consciously or unconsciously. So the real question becomes, are you manifesting by default, or are you manifesting with intention? To truly understand quantum manifestation, we must step beyond surface level ideas and into the deeper realms of science and philosophy. This is where ancient wisdom and modern physics begin to converge, revealing truths that challenge the way we think about reality itself. Let's start with science. At a quantum level, reality does not behave in the predictable, mechanical way we once believed. Subatomic particles, the very building blocks of everything, exist in states of probability. They are not fixed things until they are observed. This is known as the observer effect. The act of observation influences the outcome of what is observed. Now pause and consider what that means. Consciousness, the awareness that observes, appears to play an active role in shaping reality. You are not simply a passive bystander in a pre-written universe. You are a participant, a co-creator. Your attention itself carries power, collapsing infinite potentials into tangible outcomes. This scientific revelation echoes what mystics and philosophers have been saying for centuries. Reality is not separate from us. The outer world is an extension of the inner world. Plato spoke of the realm of forms, ideal versions of reality that manifest into the physical. Eastern traditions like Vedanta and Buddhism teach that the universe is mind-made, that the fabric of reality is consciousness itself. When we place these perspectives side by side, a profound picture emerges. Manifestation is not wishful thinking. It is the natural consequence of consciousness interacting with possibility. The thoughts you repeatedly focus on, the beliefs you hold most deeply, the emotions you embody most often, they act as the observation, changing how reality takes form around you. But here where philosophy deepens insight. If all outcomes are possible, why do so many people seem stuck in repetition? Why do the same struggles, patterns, and limitations echo through their lives? The answer lies in unconscious observation. Most people do not observe life with awareness. They observe it with fear, with judgment, with the lens of the past. And because the quantum field mirrors their state of being, it continues to serve them version of reality that align with that state. Think of it this way. If you always expect disappointment, your consciousness collapses probabilities in line with disappointment. If you believe deeply that you are unworthy of love, the field organizes itself around experiences that confirm that belief. It isn't punishment. It is coherence. The universe is simply aligning with the frequency you are offering. Philosophically, this invites a radical shift. Reality is not happening to you, it is happening through you. And once this is understood, life no longer feels random or unfair. Instead, it becomes an intimate dialogue between your inner world and the infinite field of potential. In other words, manifestation is not about bending the laws of the universe. It is about learning to live in alignment with them. Just as a musician doesn't force the instrument to produce sound, but instead tunes it to resonance. You too must tune your consciousness to the reality you wish to experience. When you see it this way, manifestation is no longer a mystery. It is the most natural thing in the world. Concepts become powerful only when they are lived. So let's ground this discussion in real life. How does quantum manifestation actually look in practice? How can you experience its truth not as theory, but as tangible shifts in your own reality? Imagine two people, both facing the same challenge: financial instability. The first person approaches this reality with fear. Every time they think of money, their body contracts. They read past failures, project anxiety into the fear, and hold the belief that wealth is for other people, not for me. Without realizing it, they are broadcasting signal of scarcity. The quantum field, in turn, reflects back opportunities, circumstances, and even accidents that reinforce that vibration. Their outer world continues to mirror their inner doubt. Now imagine the second person. They too may not have much money in this moment, but they approach the situation differently. Instead of spiraling into fear, they cultivate trust. They visualize abundance, not as something far away, but as something already unfolding. They express gratitude for what they do have, however small. Their body relaxes, their energy expands. This coherent belief, emotion, and action in